Okay, I've done a little tug of war thing with my class today, and I am going to tell you about like what happened. So, question number one: why was the blue team smaller and it had fewer people? The reason it was smaller and it had fewer people was because it was with not very good trained soldiers, and there was more there was more people on the British side. And question number two: why was the red team bigger with more people? The reason it was bigger with more people was because it was with highly trained soldiers, and they could fight really well. And question number three is: why did the white team come into a tug of war late? The reason the white team came in the tug of war late was because I think they were slaves, and they just went to because they just went into the other side and not the British side. Then question number four: why was the blue team offered a prize if they won, but not the red team? The blue team was offered a prize if they won, because if they won, then they would have like their own country and they would have freedom and independence. And the red team wouldn't, because they already have all that stuff and they could just make all the rules. Then question number five: why was one person pulled aside and told they wouldn't receive a prize? Well, that's because they weren't very important in it, and they weren't very important, and they didn't really they weren't really important, and they really didn't like do it. And they wouldn't get that because they weren't the most very important ones. And then question number six: why was the white team told to cheer for the blue team? So the white team was told to cheer for the blue team because, well, there's a white team and a blue team and a red team, and the red teams were the British soldiers. So the white team was told to cheer for the blue team because it was supposed to like help the blue team kind of, and then once they counted, they wanted to help it, and once they counted 20, then they quickly ran over. Question number seven: why did half of the red team have to start so far away? Well, I was on that part of the red team, and it was kind of like I was a slave. So I was pulled into the red team, and they said I would have my freedom technically, but then it didn't happen, kind of like that. So, question number eight: why did the red team have to pull the rope so far, and the blue team only had to prevent the red team from doing so? Well, because the blue team was technically, they were in the colonies, and they were closer to home, and then the red team wasn't close to home, and the blue team was more like closer to home, and they had a better chance of winning. Then question number 9. This is the last question. In my opinion, what was the good way to learn the big ideas of the Revolutionary War? Well, I think it was good to learn the big ideas and stuff, so we could learn more about history and other stuff that would help us learn more about like other people in the past.